Hello everybody, welcome to my channel that has had it's going through a redo, if you will. So my name is Shia, and this channel, if the name hasn't changed already, it's called Shia Creates. I have previous videos on my channel where I craft and talking about yoga, which I still do. But with the pandemic and everything going on, I'm not touching people. So my practice is just for me, unless it's through Zoom for a couple of people that I know privately. So not that I don't talk about yoga, it is just that it is a side private personal practice right now. And I have gone through so many interpersonal things during the whole corona, and since I've had to be back at work and all of the things. That's all I can say, is all of the things, because the last thing that I want to talk about is my job and work. And per usual of my theme, and yes, even in the winter, I enjoy filming outside because I love connecting with outside. You might see a horse because a barn is being built back here. They're not building right now, so it's the perfect time. But that's why it looks so over there. Welcome to my plants. And again, welcome to Shia Creates, where I am going to focus on things that I create. So a little bit more about me is I love crafting. I love sewing, the quilts, the making your own clothes, although I lean more toward quilting than making your own clothes. I used to enjoy the whole scrapbook thing, but it's not my thing anymore. I love the concept of pottery, but I realized as of now, the pottery skills are not in my ability right now. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna try. So you might even see that. And I have fallen in love with baking. Baking and cooking are two different things. I'm not saying you're gonna sit here and see a bourbon steak. No. But you might see some baking going on. I have, I believe by now, successfully joined my Instagram, and I am developing or improving my blog. All of it is now, or should be by now, called Shia Creates. And the reason why it's creates is because I don't want to stick to just one thing. You might see me knit, you might see me quilt, you might see me bake. You might see me try to weave a rug, or I don't know what else you do with weaving, but a basket. Once again, you might see me do pottery, but it's all about what brings me joy, because creating things is what makes me happy. And if you have not noticed from this beautiful melanated skin, I am a black person of color. And you don't see us creating stuff a lot because we don't really have the time. And if I don't create, I will lose my mind. So I decided I'm going to document it and start talking about it. And I'm going to try to put myself out there, because I did, and then I stepped back because I didn't think anybody was going to be interested. I'm going to be dead honest. Transparency is a thing that I'm practicing. I didn't think I would be successful. I kind of still don't think I'm going to be that much successful, or that people will be interested in it, because I'm not talking about hair. And I have a hair license, and I don't want to talk about that. I don't think that I would present it entertainingly, because I'm so much about the knowledge and the facts about it. You might find it boring. And I think it's Glam Fam. He does a great job. So not going to be talking about hair. I also do nails. Not going to talk about that, because once you get into the bacterial and the cleanliness of it, it might get boring. So I want to talk about my passion, which is creating. And then those other two things I did create, but this just brings me joy. So Welcome to my with a purpose but slightly random blog, Instagram, and YouTube that is all about things that I create. I'm not going to put myself in a box. Enjoy this multi-dimensional, excessive, might be boring and not your cup of tea channel where I talk about creating things. So let's get to it. As you know what's going on, got a little taste of that. If you looked at previous videos, I did a couple of hauls and I got a couple of things, but I never told you what I did with those. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you what I created, and if I can remember the yarns that I used, I'll mention it. If not, look back at the other videos and hey, this is the yarn that I used for it. So first up we have, I cannot remember the brand. I just remember this is called Desert Rose, and I believe Earth and Hearth and Earth. I can't remember. Look at that video. But this is a Jessie May rippled crop top that I did not make so crop, and I believe I stitched this up a little tighter because I got girls. So I wanted for work, for when I wear this, to cover it up, or when I'm around, I was about to say around the house. I'm lying. I wear this out. When I have this on, it's not like up here. I do try to cover up and dress modestly for the most part. And you know, we not so modest behind closed doors. So there you go. I love the pattern. This pattern is so easy to knit up, but I've done so many of all her ripple patterns. I took a little break with doing the ripple for this. But yeah, this took me about 2 weeks. Generally, it takes me 2 weeks to knit something, but I'll talk about that at the end, about the never-ending night shawl. Oh, you know what? I'll talk about it now. I have been on this never-ending night shawl. Yes, I have gotten back to work, and I'm not necessarily the happiest at work right now, so I'm trying to study for other things so that I can open more doors or whatnot. But for some reason, knitting that night shawl, it's probably not the shawl's fault, but I have been knitting on that for like a good month or so. And actually maybe 2 months, because for the last, I just picked it up yesterday, and it's been, I know, 2 weeks since I looked at it. So the night shawl is coming. It's just coming slowly. Now that's that. The next one we have is it Spade? It's not Kate Spade. Space Spade? Space Aid. I feel like space is part of the yarn name for the company, but it's called Pebble Beach, and all my yarn came from Sun Dragon. You know that from the videos. But this is the Jessie May Sheer V, except I didn't do the V because, you know, the girls didn't want to show them what I got. But the sleeves are bells, and if you want to see what this looks like on, go to Shia Creates on my Instagram, and these are definitely up there. You might have to scroll down because it's been a while since I finished this. Everything that I have has been blocked and everything. This is more of a crop look. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, it stops like right here, like waist level. And I need to stop saying sorry about that. What can I say about this? I love the color. To me, right now on the hanger, it looks super long, but I know when I put it on that it's not, because I'm blessed and highly favored in the upper region. But I love the sleeves. Love, love, love the sleeves. I just feel so loved in this sweater. And last but not least, we have I just say it was the sheer the V sheer sweater. Last but not least, we have the Witching Hour, which has color work because I don't have anything with color work. And it's, we have dogs. It's called, hey boo, it's called a squancho. It's basically like the sleeves are super down here and it has like, right, stops here and then it bails out. So there you go. That's there, and I knitted it super long so it stops at the butt area and swivels out. And that is it. And now that I have a lovely niece, you would think that I would stop and edit this out. But I'm not, because I really don't feel like editing this later. And that is about it. So thank you. Hopefully you enjoy. And that is Lucy and or Cinnamon Bun, one of the horses, and that's it. Bye. Okay, just press the end button for me, boo.